Hello guys, this is the second episode of a podcast videocast WebDevBusiness. Second episode is a little different from the first because for the first time I thought for the first episode I thought to rehearse everything, to prepare the text, and you probably could have seen that I was reading the text actually. This time is different. I just will talk to the camera, and if I make a mistake or mispronounce something, just screw it. That's not the end of the world. That's not the point of the podcast. The podcast is about the content. So, what I want to talk about today is finding clients and winning clients on job boards like Upwork, People Per Hour, Guru.com, freelancer, or whatever. A lot of people think that it's impossible to find good clients there. So, there are a lot of people from Eastern Asia, for example, or Africa, people who like developers. I mean, developers, designers who have who don't need a lot of money to survive, to live a good life, and that's totally fair. And they work for like $5 an hour, $10 an hour, and really cheap. And there are a lot of clients who chase specifically those people, cheaper people, and that means that for more professional and people from other countries like US, UK, or Europe, it's quite difficult to compete on price, which is true actually if you compete only on price. So that's the point of my thought. So if you compete only on price and if you position yourself as another freelancer, another developer, another agency, then you're probably screwed. I mean, then you do compete on price and you have to take cheaper projects. Whereas the good way of doing that, of positioning yourself, is to be more professional, more reliable, and compete on value. So the thing is, when you have an offer from Upwork or whatever, and you want to chase it, you want to win it, be professional. So your offer should be really about the value to the client, instead of writing, we are developers with 15 years of experience and we can help you, and the price is such and such, which a lot of those cheap people do a lot. They just copy paste the offers. You should write individual offer, spend like half an hour literally to investigate the client's needs, investigate the project, raise some questions, raise some concerns, make some amendments maybe to his offer, and present it all as a professional offer which has a goal of delivering the value to the client, not the code, not the design, not the technical stuff, but you have to show that you understand the business goal. And from that point, the conversation gets a little different. Of course, you have to filter the client. You shouldn't do that to a client whose budget is like $10 an hour or like $100 for a big project. So, but if the client is pretty reasonable, they do read the offers, and if they see that it's individual offer, professional offer, and exactly what they need, they start the conversation like how much you actually need, the time, what are the details. You start the discussion, and from there, magic happens. A lot of the times when I was working with clients via Upwork or People Per Hour, you will be amazed how many times budget can change. I mean, if they have only like $1,000 or £1,000 or whatever, after discussion about actual goals, actual needs, and actual long-term goals for the project, they understand then that they need more money, and by magic, money appears from somewhere, from their side, or we can discuss like delivering MVP, like the first version of the project, and then continue for more budget with bigger budget, phase two, phase three, and stuff like that. So even now, my agency, my team, has several clients which are ongoing for more than half a year, and they started just from a simple offer on Upwork or People Per Hour, and that happens. I mean, there are quite a lot of clients there who need professional services, who don't go for cheaper developers, and you just need to find them. You just need to filter them, and it is totally possible. So that's my thought on is it possible to find clients on Upwork and job boards like that. And as usual, the tradition tip of the day for every episode. So my tip is actually related to Upwork, but more related to your portfolio, which is part of the Upwork. You can upload your portfolio of your past work there, or you can view that portfolio, show that portfolio on your website, or like Dribble or any external services. So the way that you should present your portfolio should be, you shouldn't show all of it. So you have 20 projects built, finished, you shouldn't show all 20. You should show only the best ones. And not even that, you should show the best ones, like the most difficult ones, the most powerful, the projects that would make your client go wow, or like make your presence more professional. So that's the first thing. You can show the other ones, but like as a side, on a sidebar, side note, or something that it should be achievable, like reachable, but not on the front end. And another thing, if you have a client which you are discussing the project with, potential project, and the client asks, did you have any experience with niche X or technology X or something like that? Don't show him the link to your all portfolio. Nobody has time for that. Nobody will actually look at your all projects. They just need to know the actual your actual experience in the niche. So, for example, if they ask, have you had any experience in LMS systems, like learning management system software? You should show one project which is the closest to the LMS. It doesn't have to be the exact LMS, but it can be related to online courses, to education market, to data management of a kind, maybe some school software related to school, something as much related as possible, but it should be one or maximum two projects, and that does work. If you just put the link to your all portfolio, that means kind of disrespect to the client, because they need to go and spend their time to look for the exact thing that you want them to see. Yeah, so that's tip of the day. Don't show all portfolio, show only related and the most professional, the most, wow ones. That's it for now. That's the second episode of the podcast Web Dev Business, and I'm your host, Pavel Askarov. See you again in episode number 3 in a while.